All right, so welcome to the deep dive. We're going to take a deep dive today.
Let's dive in.
I like it, into the swampy world of Texas lakes.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically, the snakes that call them home. Perfect for our Bizarre Boulevard listeners. We're going to be exploring articles and lists that we found that rank the most snake-infested lakes in Texas.
Oh, wow.
So this isn't just going to be about, like, scary snakes.
Right.
We're also going to talk about the ecosystem,
Uh-huh.
the types of snakes that we might encounter if we were to visit these places, and how to stay safe while enjoying these beautiful natural spaces.
Okay.
But first, a fun fact.
Okay, I love fun facts.
Texas actually has more snake species than any other U.S. state. Over 105.
Wow. That's a lot. I mean, that makes sense, right? Texas with its diverse landscape and climate. You
Yeah.
got everything.
It's huge.
Deserts, forests, swamps, coasts.
Yeah.
It's like a perfect breeding ground for a wide range of snake species.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So over 105. I'm assuming they're not all venomous.
Thankfully, no. Only about 15 of those are venomous.
Okay.
The rest are non-venomous, and they play a really important role in the ecosystem.
Keeping things balanced.
Yeah, keeping those rodent populations in check and things like that.
So let's dive into some of these lakes that we found in the articles.
Okay.
Caddo Lake popped up quite a bit.
Yeah, Caddo Lake, that's on the Texas-Louisiana border.
Oh, okay.
And this lake boasts a whopping 32 different snake species.
32.
I know, right?
That's a lot.
That's a lot of snakes.
Why? What is it about Caddo Lake?
Well, it's the largest natural lake in Texas. And it's got this really cool, like, labyrinthine network of bayous and sloughs and cypress swamps.
Sounds pretty.
Oh, it's gorgeous. But that kind of environment provides a rich and diverse habitat, perfect for, well, all sorts of creatures, including snakes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Lots of hiding places.
Lots of food, lots of places to hide, yeah.
It sounds kind of like a herpetologist's dream.
I know.
32 different species. What else did we find?
Well, Toledo Bend Reservoir kept popping up.
Toledo Bend Reservoir.
Yeah, and that's another one on the Texas-Louisiana border.
Okay.
And it's known for its cottonmouths.
Oh, those are the grumpy ones, right?
They are. Canebrake rattlesnakes
Okay.
and Texas coral snakes. So you got a mix there.
Wow. Okay. Toledo Bend. What is it? Just the size of it? What makes it so, so appealing to these snakes?
Well, size definitely plays a role. It's one of the largest man-made reservoirs in the South.
Oh.
But Toledo Bend's also known for its abundance of prey species like fish and frogs.
Right. Got to keep the snakes fed.
Exactly.
So it's naturally going to attract a good population of snakes.
Right. They got to eat.
Yeah. Snakes got to eat too.
Yeah.
So we've got two right there on the Texas-Louisiana border. Is there something about that area?
Well, it's probably the convergence of ecosystems.
Right.
You've got swamps, forests, and grasslands all coming together in that area.
Right.
So you're creating a perfect storm of snake habitat.
Yeah, real melting pot of snakes. Okay, but before we go too deep into the Texas-Louisiana border, let's move on. What other lakes did our sources flag?
Lake Texoma.
Lake Texoma, all right.
And why is Lake Texoma so special?
Well, for starters, it's huge. It spans the border of Texas and Oklahoma,
Okay.
making it one of the largest reservoirs in the United States.
Wow.
And just like those other lakes we were talking about, Texoma offers a bunch of different habitats. You've got rocky cliffs, wooded shores, all sorts of things that attract a diverse range of snakes.
So it sounds like we got another snake buffet out there.
Pretty much, yeah.
So who's on the guest list this time?
Well, you got your copperheads, masters of camouflage lurking in the leaf litter,
Oh, yeah.
and of course our Texas icon, the rattlesnake. Several species call Texoma home, including the western diamondback,
Oh, yeah.
with its potent venom and that unmistakable rattle.
Oh, love that rattle.
Yeah, it's nature's built-in warning system,
It's
right?
like, hey, I'm here. Don't step on me.
It's interesting how some lakes seem to specialize in certain types of snakes,
Right.
Caddo with all the variety, Texoma with all the rattlesnakes.
Yeah, each lake has its own unique ecosystem, and certain snakes just thrive in specific conditions.
Makes sense.
Like Sam Rayburn Reservoir, for example.
Okay, Sam Rayburn Reservoir.
Located in eastern Texas, it's known for its abundance of water snakes.
Otter snakes. Oh, those always give me the creeps.
I know, right?
They look so much like cottonmouths.
That's a really common mistake. The diamondback water snake is really common in Sam Rayburn,
Okay.
and it often gets confused with the cottonmouth. But these water snakes, totally non-venomous,
Okay.
and they actually play a vital role in the ecosystem,
That's good.
controlling fish and amphibian populations.
So they're doing us a favor.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so it's all about knowing your snakes.
It really is.
I do want to ask about the Texas coral snake.
Oh, yeah.
It came up in our research.
Oh.
And you mentioned it with Toledo Bend. But is it found in other lakes as well?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
With its striking red, yellow, and black bands.
Oh, yeah, very distinct.
You can't miss it.
Yeah.
It's found throughout much of Texas, including several of these lakes.
Okay.
However, unlike your rattlesnakes and copperheads, coral snakes are pretty reclusive.
Okay.
And they rarely bite humans.
Okay, that's somewhat reassuring.
Right.
Although those bright colors just scream danger.
It's like nature's way of saying, look, but don't touch.
Yeah, like, back off, I'm poisonous.
Exactly.
So we've got cottonmouths, rattlesnakes, copperheads, coral snakes.
Yeah.
Even those often misunderstood water snakes. Are all the snakes in Texas venomous, though? What about the harmless ones?
Oh, absolutely. There are plenty of non-venomous snakes that call these lakes home.
Okay.
Like the Texas rat snake.
Okay, a rat snake.
Yeah, it's really common. And it's actually beneficial, helps control rodent populations.
So it's not all creepy crawlies. Some of them are actually doing us favors.
Exactly.
So besides the Texas rat snake, what other friendly serpents might we encounter?
Oh, well, the North American racer is a frequent visitor. They are so fast.
Really?
Like incredibly fast and agile. They zip through the undergrowth.
Wow.
And then you have the Western ribbon snake, really easy to identify with its stripes.
Okay.
Both of those are non-venomous, and they play a really important role.
Yeah.
They keep insect and amphibian populations in check.
So I'm starting to see these lakes, not just as like snake-infested danger zones, but like you said, thriving ecosystems.
Exactly.
With all kinds of characters.
It's about appreciating the entire ecosystem.
Yeah.
Not just fearing the parts that make us uncomfortable.
And speaking of uncomfortable, let's talk safety.
Oh, yeah, that's important.
We've been talking about all these snakes, some venomous, some not. I mean, it's enough to make anyone a bit nervous about, dipping their toes in a Texas lake.
I totally get it. But it's all about being informed and taking precautions. The vast majority of snakes, they're not aggressive.
Sure.
They'll only bite if they feel threatened.
So respecting their space rather than just living in fear?
Exactly. Remember, snakes are an integral part of the Texas landscape.
Yeah.
They were here long before us.
Right.
And they play a vital role in maintaining a balanced ecosystem.
So how do we safely coexist with these slithery neighbors?
Well, awareness is key.
Okay.
Be mindful of your surroundings, especially near the water's edge. That's where snakes tend to hunt. Stick to clear paths and avoid tall grass or rocky areas where snakes might be hiding.
Yeah.
And wear sturdy shoes and long pants when you're hiking near the water.
So ditch the flip-flops and shorts.
Precisely. And here's a golden rule. Never try to handle or approach a snake.
Okay.
Just give it plenty of space and let it move away on its own.
Yeah.
Most snakes would much rather avoid a confrontation with a human.
Right, like let sleeping snakes lie.
Exactly.
But what if, despite our best efforts, a snake does feel threatened and it does strike? What should we do?
The most important thing is to stay calm.
Okay.
And seek medical attention immediately.
Right.
Try to remember the type of snake, if you can.
Okay.
Safely, of course. That can be really crucial for the medical professionals.
Yeah.
So they can give you the right treatment.
So no trying to be a hero and capturing the snake for identification?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Your safety is the priority.
Safety first.
Get to a hospital as quickly as possible.
Okay. Good advice. So we've covered the lakes, the snakes, the safety tips. Should we just avoid Texas lakes altogether?
Not at all.
Okay, good.
These lakes are incredible natural resources, beautiful scenery, recreational opportunities, a glimpse into a really fascinating ecosystem.
Right, so it's not about letting fear dictate our actions. It's about understanding the risks, being prepared, and respecting the natural world around us.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've talked about these snake-infested lakes being more like vibrant ecosystems, right?
Right.
And we got all of our safety tips down.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about our Bizarre Boulevard fans. What makes these Texas lakes so bizarrely fascinating?
Well, it's that combination, right, of beauty and danger.
Right.
These lakes, they have stunning landscapes, opportunities for all kinds of things, fishing, water sports. But then you have that underlying element of risk.
Yeah.
Knowing that you're sharing those waters with creatures that, let's face it, have a kind of spooky reputation.
Yeah, it's like a real-life adventure movie.
I know.
You're paddling along, enjoying the view. Suddenly, there's a flash of movement. a ripple in the water.
Oh.
Is it a harmless water snake? Or is it a venomous cottonmouth?
Right.
It's that thrill of the unknown,
Yeah.
the possibility of encountering something unexpected.
It's exciting.
And don't forget the cultural element.
Oh, that's right.
Snakes have been intertwined with Texas folklore and mythology for centuries.
Oh, yeah.
Tales of giant rattlesnakes, mythical creatures.
Half snake, half human.
Yeah, crazy.
It just adds to the mystique.
So it's like these snakes, they're part of the fabric of Texas itself.
Yeah, they are.
Woven into the landscape, woven into the stories we tell. They're not just creatures to be feared, they're symbols, characters in this grand narrative of Texas.
And that's what makes it so compelling, right?
Yeah.
This whole deep dive, it's not just about listing snake species or ranking lakes. It's about that complex relationship between humans and snakes. The fear, the respect, the fascination.
Right, you said it.
It's a journey into the heart of Texas.
So to our Bizarre Boulevard listeners, next time you're planning a trip to a Texas lake, remember, it's not just about the water sports or the scenic views.
Yeah.
You're stepping into a world where beauty and danger coexist, where myth and reality kind of blur.
Yeah.
And every ripple in the water could hold a bizarre surprise.
That's right.
Just remember to pack your common sense, your snake smarts.
Yeah, good advice.
Along with your swimsuit and your sunscreen. Respect the snakes, appreciate their role in this incredible ecosystem, and enjoy that bizarre thrill of knowing that you're sharing these waters with creatures that have captivated human imagination for centuries. Stay curious, stay safe, and keep exploring the bizarre side of Texas.
That's a great way to wrap it up.